Hello girls and boys, Anzac Day this year is going to look different for us, so I'm going to read a story for you to enjoy at home. It's called The Last Anzac by Gordon Wench and illustrated by Harriet Bailey. Starting with our end papers, as you can see that we have some letters that have been written home to family members from the main character in our story. The Last Anzac. On a cold winter's day, James and his dad stepped off the plane in Tasmania. James was going to meet Alex Campbell, the last living Anzac. The year was 2001. Alec Campbell was only 16 when he enlisted to serve in the Australian Army during the Great War of 1914 to 1918. He agreed to go anywhere he was needed. It was a very brave thing to do. He was nicknamed the Kid, as he was so young and so small. James and his dad had arrived at Alec Campbell's cottage in Tasmania. James had never met anyone as old as Alec. He was 102. Alec Campbell and his fellow soldiers were sent to Gallipoli. It was 1915 and the campaign was coming to an end. There had been many men killed and wounded at Anzac Cove. James was desperate to ask Alex Campbell questions about the war. "Did you get injured?" asked James. Alex shook his head. "No, I was very lucky." Alec Campbell didn't fight, but he had an important and dangerous job to do. He carried water and stores from the beach. James's eyes were round with fear. "Were you scared?" "I should say so. You had to be alert." Alec Campbell ran for cover when the firing started. He jumped into the trenches to keep himself safe. As James and his dad sat in the warmth eating biscuits, James wondered what Mr. Campbell ate during the war. Alec Campbell smiled. "We ate beef bully in tins, mainly, and hard biscuits. We ate oranges when we got off Gallipoli." For Alex Campbell and his fellow soldiers, eating oranges was a great treat. James didn't think oranges sounded like such a great treat. "How long were you in the war?" he asked. 6 weeks. Alex Campbell was very sick after 6 weeks and had to be taken to hospital. Then he was sent home to Australia. James was curious. "Why did they send you home?" "I was just too sick to stay." When Alec arrived in Australia, he was a Gallipoli veteran at the age of 17. James now had a new hero. He thought Alec Campbell must have been very brave to go to war aged 16. Did you feel like a hero? No, you're my hero. So girls and boys, as you can see, we've got two characters here. Young James, who has met the veteran, Alex Campbell, 102 years of age. It would have been a very special meeting, the young and the old coming together to share in a time and moment together, a story.